the more on highly demand,
Right.
highly demand. So
Mm.
that's the reason I choose
Okay.
the data analytics. And if after 2 to 3 years or 4 years,
Mm.
then I will go for also data scientist also if possible.
Correct. Mm. Yeah, I will today I will tell you what are the ways you can go, okay, from where actually you can start and where you can go. Those things I will try to cover. Okay.
So
Then
power,
yeah,
so Power BI, I expect from you, sir, you teaching from grass to advanced,
yes,
sir, I mean, like zero to advanced.
yes,
So you will master in this Power BI.
yes.
We
You will
will
see that.
master.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will see that. You will see that. I will I will talk in such a way that you if you do not have any kind of knowledge, okay, any kind of IT knowledge, you don't know anything about the data and all, from that point, and I will talk you regarding the most advanced skills required in Power BI. Okay, we will go step by step. You will get to know in another 2 3 sessions. Now you will get a clear idea.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
right. Okay, thank you. And can I have some more introduction? Abhijit, Abhijit, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I have a small introduction about you, like what exactly you're doing? You're studying, you're working. If you're working, in what role you are working, how much experience you are having?
Sir, I have no experience in IT industry and not have
Mhm.
yes, sir.
Okay, you in under any other industry you are working, or you have any experience?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no, sir.
okay, no problem. You which year you graduated?
2023.
23. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Abhijit. Babuli, about you?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. This is Babuli Palai. I
Mm,
passed out BTech Mechanical Engineering in 2023 from Beginner Institute of Technology and Management. I have
mhm,
the skill sets of also full stack web development, means
mhm.
basic to intermediate. I'm not
Right.
much more advanced in full
Right.
stack web development
Mhm.
and unable to make big projects, production
Okay.
level projects. That's why I'm switching
Right.
to data analytics.
Right. Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Chandrasekhar.
Hello.
Yeah. Chandrasekhar, can you hear us?
There's some net.
Okay. Deepti. Deepti Ranjan.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Very good morning.
Sir, my name is Deepti Ranjan. I'm currently working as an IT engineer in National Highways Authority of India,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a 7 years of experience as an IT. There, I'm
Mm.
looking after all the civil works and putting all the data into a portal called Data Lake. And in
Okay.
the Data Lake, there are various amount of informations are being uploaded in the daily day-to-day basis. And
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, I'm looking after the Power BI, some of the Power BI applications also. So the
Okay.
problem here is that whatever the data I am putting within
Mm-hmm.
some hour, it is reflecting in the Power BI. But
Mm-hmm.
upon knowing I wanted to know the deep down between what is happening in the Power BI. That is the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I'm choosing this because I have seen many of my
Mm.
senior colleagues working as an Power BI developer in National NHI headquarters Delhi.
Okay.
They're doing all the data structure and all the things for which
Mm-hmm.
it is helpful to us as well as the civil engineers also to understand this. What are the
Mm-hmm.
point? For example, like we have
Mm-hmm.
260 kilometer of target this year. Right
Right.
now, we completed almost 200 kilometer.
Right.
Rest 60 where we can collect what are the how many kilometers left, in which
Mm-hmm.
area it is the so slow progress. The dashboard is
Mm-hmm.
showing us in the every easy possible way. That is the reason
Right.
why I want to learn this architecture to enhance my skills, sir.
Right. By any chance, did you attend any of my other sessions? I feel like somewhere we have connected.
Sir,
No, sir.
sir,
You already take.
you have taken one class, sir. In the initial before SQL, you have taken
Uh,
only one class, sir. After
what
that,
did we discuss in that session?
sir, basic architecture, and even you have uploaded that in the talented YouTube also. No, I don't
Mm,
know about the basic architecture. You just
mm,
helped us to know about what is Power BI, what are the theory back in the Power BI, who is the developer, how this process works,
mm.
and all, sir.
Okay. And all of you attended that session by any chance, or
Yes, sir. Attended.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Sir, no, sir. I didn't attend.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
I
No, sir.
basically 5 or 6 people of us have
Mhm.
attended. Then rest
Okay,
of the
okay,
people are,
okay.
sir.
No, no, why I'm asking you, no? So based on that, I will start today. No, if I have already covered something and everybody have attended that one, repeating that may not help, no? So that's why I was thinking, but I think most of you didn't attend, only few of you have attended. So I will start from there. Okay, and we will during the sessions we can have the other introduction and all, but anybody else want to introduce yourself before we begin?
Sir, good morning, sir. My
Yeah,
name is Sugam,
yeah.
and I'm a working professional. I do have
Mm.
6+ years of experience, sir.
Okay,
So, currently, my employer is Baiju.
okay.
I do have experience in corporate strategies,
Mm-hmm.
and I completed my background is completely non-IT.
Right.
So I completed my master's in 2016, which is master's MCom.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to switch so into the IT. So that's the reason I switched this
Right, right.
course.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Anybody else who are
Good mo
from non-IT? Yeah.
Good morning, sir. I am Vinay. Uh, I have completed my BSc in physics, and I am a fresher.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Vinay. Anybody else?
Hi, sir. Good morning. My name is Prakash Samantra.
Yeah.
Before, I have a 3-year experience in GIS and CAD engineer.
Mm-hmm.
After, I choose data analyst. Now, I'm not working.
Right,
Before, I have joined Talentele.
right.
Now, I am.
Mm. Okay, no problem. Anyone else?
Sir, I'm Sir Subhankar Sen, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working with Sir Reliance Jio Limited.
Okay.
10-year experience plus as a
Mm-hmm.
RF lead.
Okay.
Now I'm moved to from telecom to IT sector.
Okay. In your current role, what exactly you are doing?
Sir, this is my current team lead, sir.
Okay.
And right now, sir, my project and ongoing vendor maintenance, everything, sir, will be
No,
doing, sir.
no, no. My question was like, what kind, any technical things you are doing, like using Excel or anything else?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Excel and from telecom, just like the JCP, geo coverage platforms,
Okay.
I will be used, sir.
Okay, 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 no problem. Okay, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Sujit Malik, and I am basically from Odisha only, but I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. But I can speak Odia. If you guys want to converse with me in Odia, also I can do that. But there will be a little slang difference. Hope that should not be a problem. And overall, I did my mechanical engineering. Okay, like many of you have done your mechanical engineering, right? I have also done mechanical engineering, and I passed in 2011. Okay, my graduation year was 2011, and afterwards I was into like B2B technical sales initially, not directly into IT. I was also in a different domain, completely different domain, like some of you are working right now. Okay, I was doing B2B sales into automobile companies. We had a product called Blazer Swiss Lube. It is a coolant basically like Castrol, Shell, Houghton are there, right? So similar way, this is a competitor for that. So we used to sell it to all major automobile companies. Okay, all the major one like Maruti, Hyundai, Ashok Leyland, all those things and all. It was a very bigger one. Okay. So when I was working there, I was into sales and service. Okay, I was into sales and service, and I had two dealers in Chennai. My base location was Chennai, and we had two dealers under me, and each dealer were having like hundreds of customers. So I used to have all the customer related information with me. Okay, I used to collect all the customer related information, like how many which products we are selling to which customer, and how much revenue we are generating from them. Okay, whether they are paying me in correct time or not. We have a credit terms. Okay, once I sell the product to them, within 60 days they need to give back the money. Okay, whether they are when we have thousands of customers, tracking is little difficult, right? We cannot remember everything, who needs to pay, or those kind of things and all. So when I have those data and all, I used to do a lot of analysis in Excel by using pivot tables and other things and all. I used to do a lot of analysis in Excel. And then I thought, okay, when I am doing a lot of analysis in Excel, why don't I do use a powerful tool? And then when did a lot of research, there were two tools in my mind. One was Tableau, one was Power BI. Okay, these two were the tools which were very good for visualization. Tableau was at the peak at the time. Okay, Tableau was even better than Power BI, because Power BI just came into picture in 2015 onwards. Okay, so I worked there for 2.5 years, and then I did my MBA also from VIT University. And then I thought to switch towards IT, and I had Tableau and Power BI in mind. So first I choose Tableau only. First I choose Tableau because that was the tool which was in very demand at that time. Then the challenges which I felt in Tableau is like Tableau doesn't have a free version. Okay, they just have a 14 days trial period, and after 14 days you need to take the subscription. Okay, license and all is required. Whereas Power BI is a tool which doesn't need any kind of license for the development of the reports. So I felt because while learning any kind of tool, we should have the control over the tool. If within 14 days I cannot learn a complete tool, right? So that was one of the major thing why I choose Power BI. And also Power BI was little similar to Excel. It's not exactly Excel, but it is little similar to Excel. In Excel also we have an add-in called Power Pivot. Okay, if you have seen it, it came into picture public in 2010 onwards, 8 or 9, maybe 10 somewhere. But people were not using it because of different reasons. One is the security issue. Okay, Power Pivot doesn't have much security, and it cannot handle huge amount of data. If your data is in millions, no, Power Pivot cannot handle in Excel. So Microsoft, what it did in 2015 onwards, it took out that one single add-in called Power Pivot and created a full-fledged software called Power BI. Okay, that's how Power BI came into picture. So that was the place, or that was the situation when I took Power BI as a tool for my learning purpose, and then I moved into IT. At that time, it was very easy to get into IT because Power BI was in peak, and people who knows the basics of Power BI, they were able to come into the system. Not like too advanced was not required at the time. Okay, and that's how I came into IT, and then from then onwards, I am working in different tools. Majorly, my primary skill is Power BI. I have developed very means critical reports. I have done the migration of reports. I have done for what we call the finance pod. I have done for the medical one, sales one, and all lot of reports I have created. So whatever I have learned there, what kind of challenges I have faced initially, those things I am going to cover for you, so that once you complete this course, no, you will feel that you know everything which is related to Power BI or data analytics. Okay, you will not feel like once you enter any company, okay, IT company, and you will not feel like something new things they are talking to you. That is my agenda in this course. Okay, so let us begin. Let me share my screen. Everybody is comfortable in English, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
All right. So let me show you the data flow for any BI. Okay, what is BI? Anybody?
Business
What is BI?
intelligence.
Business
Business
intelligence.
intelligence.
Business
Business
intelligence.
intelligence.
Correct. Why do we need business intelligence? Any idea? What does BI does? What do BIs do?
Making a reports and making the
Visual
dashboards,
Mm-hmm.
analyze your data.
And we represent the visualize in proper way, like create a dashboard, pie charts.
Correct. Correct. Then what is the ultimate goal? Why do we create visuals?
Understand the
Production
business.
and
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And then you will understand the business. Okay, what is happening? Like one of you said that 200 kilometers you have done, remaining 60 kilometers are there for the NH and national highways and all, and you are getting to know each and every information. By knowing that information, what you are doing?
Sir, analyze the
Mm. And then
They have implemented, sir.
so knowing
Mhm.
all of these, we can the company improve itself and production.
Your voice is little cracking. Okay. So finally, what we are going to do, what is the use of BI, what is the use of this report, what is the use of this dashboards is that to make a decision. Okay, finally we are going to do some kind of decisions out of it. Right? Yes or no? I am creating a report and I am giving it to some end user. Okay. For example, you are the CEO of the company or you are the sales lead of a particular team. Okay. I am sharing a report with you which shows that 10 of the out of you have 100 customers, out of 100 customers, 10 of your customers have not paid back you the money. So by knowing that what you are going to do, you are going to make a decision that, okay, I need to follow up with these 10 customers out of my entire 100 customers. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no. So finally, it is boiling down to only one thing, that is decision making. Okay. So for example, you are having a company or a supermarket or anything, any small entity and all, you would like to grow. Year by year, we would definitely want to grow, right? Last year, I made a turnover of 1 million, for example, profit of 1 million, for example. Next year or the next 5 years, I will make a plan so that I will I will get a growth of every year 10% or 20% or 30% growth on the previous year. So to get that growth, to improve my business, I need to make some kind of decisions. Without making any kind of decisions, I will not grow. I may grow, but that is like Bhagavan Bharose. It may happen, it may not happen. Right. But it should not be in that way. Why data analytics became such popular? Because we are making informed decisions out of it. Okay, not random decisions. For example, I have 2 lakhs of budget. Okay, I have 2 lakhs of budget to train the people in my organization. In my organization there are 100 employees are there, sales executives are there. I have 2 lakhs to arrange a training, but I cannot accommodate 100 members with that 2 lakhs. Okay, I can only accommodate, for example, 10 members only. So I need to make a decision who are those 10 members. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. I cannot pick randomly, okay, to you 10 members, you come and then I will give you the training and then you increase the business. That may not happen. Why? Because if you're not picking the correct people, correct person, then you will not get the desired result. Okay, so with the historical data, so out of those 100 employees, I will try to find out in the last 3 years or 5 years, who are the employees who have not performed well, who actually requires a training, who actually requires some kind of upskilling. So with the available data, I will analyze it. Like you said, I will create some pie charts or some kind of dashboard so that I will understand that who are the employees who were not able to generate me revenue. And then I will pick those 10 members and then I will provide training for them so that they can improve themselves, and finally they will help me to grow my organization. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this entire part is called business intelligence. Business intelligence helps the business managers to make informed decisions for the growth of the company. Okay, this is just a simple definition. Basically, what this business intelligence is a field which helps the business managers to make informed decisions from the historical data. Okay, I may give different definitions whenever I talk, because this is not a Google definition. Whatever I understood, accordingly I am giving you. Okay, so everybody understood what is business intelligence?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Now,
understood.
business intelligence, how does it work? Okay, let me try to explain it. In industry level, in bigger companies, no, very big companies and all, how does it work? So data will be generated in multiple sources. Okay, business data, we call it as business data. Okay, like any application. Okay, PeopleSoft. Okay, or else data can be stored in Oracle. Data can be stored in simple flat files. Okay, flat files like Excel files also, right? Every company may not be having the database. If you have a some small supermarket and still if you want to do some kind of analysis, you may store the data in some Excel CSV files, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So data can be stored, business data can be stored in any place. Business data means what? Where the transaction happens. For example, if you take a supermarket, when you purchase things and all, and when you come to the billing counter, they will have a record of what all things you have bought. Okay, they will do the scanning and other things, right, by using some kind of tools and all. Okay, they will do scan and all your data will be stored in their database, like what all things, whether you have bought apparels, whether you have bought groceries, whether you have bought vegetables, whatever you have bought, everything will be recorded there. And finally they will take your information also. Okay, they will take your phone number or name something, and they will create a customer ID on top of you, so that next time when you are coming and all, for example, in a year you have come 10 times, they can aggregate it later on. They will have all the how many ever times you have visited the store, those with along with the date, time, everything, they will store it in their database. Like, this person has visited my store 10 times, on majorly maybe in the mornings only he is coming. Whenever he is coming, he is making minimum a bill of 1000 plus and all those kind of information that you can store it. Based on that information only, you will get, sometimes maybe you might be getting that points, right? Shopping points kind of thing. How you will get? Based on the data they have collected, they will analyze it and they will fix finally okay, these customers should get some points. How you will receive some birthday wishes or marriage anniversary wishes and all, because they have your information, you are their customer, and they know that you are a valuable customer who are generating them good revenue kind of thing. So they will send you those kind of things. Sometimes maybe in once in a year or something, they may send you some offers also. That offer is not for everybody. Okay, that offer may not be for everybody. They will send it to specific customers only, who who they feel that this customer should get this kind of offer. Okay, or else this customer will be interested in these kind of offers and all. How they are sending you? Because they are collecting all your information. Whenever you are visiting the store, they are collecting all your information. They are understanding your pattern, like buying pattern and all, everything they are having in their database, and accordingly they are going to send you the notification, right? So that data is called business data. For example, you take banking sector. In banking sector, your transactions are happening through ATM, it is happening, or through the directly from the bank it is happening, or through any app, you are doing any transactions, right? Those are called transactional data or business data. All the business data will be stored in some or the other place. It can be in multiple databases, or it can be in single data. For example, you belong to Bhubaneswar location, your data will be stored in some database which belong to Bhubaneswar. Somebody is from Hyderabad, his data will be stored in some other database in Hyderabad and all. So in different places data will be stored for one company also. So what we need as a data analyst, as a Power BI developer or Tableau developer, whoever it is, they need that information. Okay. Once they have that information, they will create reports on top of it. Okay. They can create reports by connecting to these data. So business data. So they can connect directly to the data source. Okay, they can connect directly to the data source and they can build the report, but this is not the right way to do this. Why it is not the right way? Because this is the operational data. Here you will have the operational data. That means in technical terms we call it as OLTP. OLTP means what? Anybody? Online transactional processing. Okay, OLTP means what? Online transactional processing. So here only transactional data will be stored. Power BI has the ability to connect to the transactional data and create the report. But the problem, what will happen? No, there are some challenges. What are those challenges? First thing, in the OLTP systems and all, what will happen? They will only keep the recent data. That means maybe 1 year, 2 year data only they will keep it. For example, if you want a bank statement, if you want a bank statement to download, what you will do, you will go to your app and you will give the dates and all, accordingly you will be getting the bank statement. Yes or no? Start date and end date if you give, you will get the bank statement, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But if you want 10 years back, 10 years back or 5 years back or 7 years back data and all, you may not get it from your app. Okay, you may have to send a request to the bank, and then within a week or something they will give you some time. Turnaround time will be there, maybe 48 hours or 1 week of time. After that only they will send you the statement, right? Why does that happen? Because they will not store your entire historical data in the operational system. Okay, they will only store the recent one, like maybe 1 year or maybe 2 years data only they will keep it here. Rest what they will do in frequency, like maybe in every month or every 2 months or every quarter, whatever the data is available here, they will remove from here and place it in somewhere else. Okay, because if you keep all the historical information in the same system, in the transactional system, your transactions may become slow. First issue is your transaction may become slow. Your transaction means what? Your customer's transaction. When you're trying to transfer some money from your account to somebody else's account, that system should be very faster. Or else what will happen? Your transaction may fail. That will create customer will not be happy if your transactions are failing, or if it is taking more time and all. It is not a good scenario for the customer. Yes or no? Yes, no? Yes, you are following?
Sure.
Everybody following, or any difficulty in understanding?
Okay, fine. Going
I
on.
Yeah, I need some responses. Okay, I would require some responses. Right. So it will be difficult. It will be difficult if the transactions are getting delayed, kind of thing, and also in the transactional systems and all, always the recent data will be there. Okay, banking, I said 2 years and all, but in general, in other systems and all, you will not have the 2 years data also. You may have the last 3 months data or 1 quarter data only. Okay, rest of the data they will remove from here, they will empty it and put it in some other place. Okay, so that your transactions will be faster. That is one issue. And the second issue is when you are connecting your Power BI with the transaction databases and all, there is a chance that you may delete this one. Power BI is only read only, but still, if you do any changes in your transactional data, if you delete some data and all, then it is a problem. The company will lose the information. So they will not give access directly to the source system. These are called source systems. Okay, so what they will do, they will create a data warehouse. Okay, they will create a data warehouse in the middle. And also other thing, for example, you want to analyze the sales generated by somebody like Sujit Malik. Okay, in this system, for example, this is in Bhubaneswar location. Somebody has entered my name as the last name first and first name after that. Maybe Malik and Sujit they have entered. And here in another system, it has been entered as Sujit and Malik, like that. So when you are pulling the information, you will not get the both aggregated value. You will not get. You make, if you have applied a filter like Sujit Malik, you will get wherever the name is Sujit Malik, that name or that data only you will get it. Wherever it is Malik Sujit and all, you may not get that information, which is not correct, right? So we need to maintain the data properly also. So that's why this data warehouse will help. Here everything will be in a similar format only. So what this data warehouse will happen here, let me tell you. Okay, they will periodically they will remove the data from here and place it in another system. Okay, how many ever the data sources you are having, from every data source, periodically they will remove this data and put it in another layer, which is called a staging layer. Okay, exactly however your data is there, exactly the same data will be stored here. Okay, they will use some other tools. Okay, for moving the data from the source system to the staging layer, they will use certain tools like ADF, okay, or SSIS. These are all ETL tools. Okay, IICS, okay, Informatica. These kind of tools they are going to use it. These are called ETL tools. Okay, ETL tools, by using ETL tools, they will be moving the data from the source system to a staging layer. The staging layer will have the collection of data from different sources into a single place. Following, like for example, you are ordering something in Amazon, it will not directly come from the store to your home. What they will do, they will collect all the orders from different stores for different customers, and they will send all the items to a data warehouse first. Sorry, they will have the Amazon warehouse, right, or Flipkart warehouse they will be having at some place, right, in your location. And also they will place all the things at a single place. From there the delivery partners will take and come to your home, and then they will deliver it, right? Similar way here also, if the data is stored in multiple locations, they will bring the data from multiple locations and put it in a single place. That is called staging layer. Okay, once the data comes to the staging layer, from this staging layer they will create another database. Okay, this is called presentation layer. Here again, to move the data from here to here, again they will be using some kind of ETL tools. By using ETL tools, they will be moving the data from here to here. But here what will happen, the transformations will happen. Mainly the transformations will happen. Transformations means what? Like I said, here my name is different, here my name is different. So they will make into a unique way here. The same name here, whatever comes here, whatever comes, it should show in a similar way only. In a single way, they will make it. Okay, in the presentation layer, they will make different fact and dimension tables. Okay, they will store all the customer related information in customer table. They will store all the product related information in the product table. They will store all the location related information in the location table. Okay, they will store all the employee related information in a separate table called employee table. Okay, and then they will use a fact table which will have all the factual data. What is fact, what is dimension, I will tell you later on. So basically in the fact table you will have all the measurable columns like sales column, revenue column, profit column, profit data. Okay, anything which are in numeric row which we generally want to analyze. Okay, those kind of information will be stored in factual data. So like this, they will create different tables. Okay, small tables they will create for dimensions, and for storing the factual data, they will create some factor table. That is what happens here. Okay, so this is called data warehouse. From once the data warehouse is ready, from data warehouse, the Power BI team will pick up the data. From here, they will take the data. Okay, whatever the required data they want for the reporting, right? Reporting layer, they will pick the data from here, not from the source system. Because source system data will be in multiple places. They may not be in sync. Okay. And also it will not have the overall data. This will have entire historical data. All the historical data. Okay, it will have all the historical data, and periodically they will take out the data from here and put it from here. So this is called as data warehouse, or this layer is also called this one. No, once you have created everything into some small tables, right? This is called as OLAP. In technical terms, we call it OLAP. OLAP means online analytical processing. Okay, this is used for analyzing the data. This OLTP is not used for analyzing the data. Okay, you as a Power BI developer or any other front-end developer, if you connect directly from the source system, the issues are, one is you will not get the complete data. Second thing is you are disturbing the source system. Okay, because the transactions are happening here and you are connecting to this one and firing the queries and all. Okay, whatever you want to build it, if you are writing some DAX or anything you are writing, it has to fetch the data from here. So it will disturb the user's interface, right? Users are using this systems and you are also using this one, then there will be a clash. So this will become slow. So we will not allow the developers, report developers, to connect to the business data. And also if they delete something from here, that is also a problem. By somehow if something gets deleted from here, that is a problem. That's why what they will do, they will put all the data in a single location called stage. Maybe quarterly once all the data will be dumped into this place, and from here then by using the ETL tools, they will create a presentation layer and they will create different tables for each and every dimension, or whatever is there. They will create separate tables for them and create a schema out of it. What is schema and all, I will tell you later. Basically, they are going to create a OLAP, and this OLAP is used to connect to the report developers, and then report developers will build the report. Till now clear, or any questions?
Clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. So this part, no, whoever does this thing, no, the report development, okay, by using any tool, it's not essential to use Power BI only. If it is a Tableau developer, a ClickView developer, a SQL developer, whoever it is, no, to create the reports, they will be connecting to this presentation layer only, reporting layer only. Okay, so these people are called as data analysts. People who analyze the data to connecting to the data warehouse or OLAP or presentation layer, all three are same. Okay, those people are called as data analyst. And the person who creates this entire thing, no, from business data, who creates this data warehouse, while by putting the data in staging layer, from staging layer to presentation layer, there could be a few more layers also. It depends on the architect, whoever designing this one. He may keep some more layers also here, but finally he needs to create this one only. Okay, so this person is called as data engineer. Okay, this entire thing who does know, starting from here, this person is called as okay, source system. Anyway, data engineer cannot do anything, but once the source system is ready, moving the data from here to here and creating the data warehouse, now this person is called as data engineer. Okay, and once the data warehouse is ready, from here data will be taken into your reporting layer and dashboards will be created. This person is called as data analyst. And then there could be a situation where you will have one more person. Okay, he will also take the data from the OLAP only, presentation layer only. That person is called as a data scientist. Okay, what they will do, data scientists, what they will do, artificial intelligence and machine learning models they will create. Okay, those are called as data scientists. Okay, for data scientists also data is required. What is the difference between data analyst and data scientist? Anybody?
Data analytics creates a visualization using Power BI from data, and data analysts using AI and ML predicts something.
Basically, he predicts the future. So data analyst, what they will do with the existing, whatever the historical data is available, no, the same historical data they will analyze and put it in a simpler way by creating some kind of reports. Okay, they will not create anything which is not there. Data, whatever the data is there, that only. For example, 2020, you have a sales of 1 million. He will show that 2020 sale is 1 million. But data scientist, what he can do by using that information, he can tell in 2030 what will be the sales. Okay, that means he is going to predict the future. What is going, how much sale I am going to generate in future. Those kind of information data scientist will analyze. Clear? Yes,
Yes.
no? Right. So basically in any of the data field, okay, any of the data field, you will have three different roles. Okay, one is data engineer, another one is data analyst, and the third one is data scientist. Who prepares the data? Who prepares the data? No, that person is called as data engineer. And who analyzes the prepared data is called as data analyst. And who uses the historical data and predicts the future is called data scientist. These three things clear? So out of these three things, this is the most easiest one. Okay, you don't need to prepare the data. Data will be prepared by somebody else and given to you. You just need to show them in the form of different visuals. Okay, you have to do things dynamically. It's not so easy, but out of these three things, if you are asking me, I can tell you the data analyst job is much more easier. Okay, just they will take the data, pull the data into the software, and they are going to build the reports. And then data engineer. Okay, once you learn this part, then you can come to the data engineering part also. Okay, you can prepare the data also by, if you are good at SQL, you can do this part also. So once you know the data engineering and data analyst, you can easily become an architect. Okay, first you will become a junior analyst and then you will become a senior analyst and all. Once after that, you want to become the solution architect. Okay, for solution architect means what? Then you will talk to the customer and the customer will give you that I need these kind of reports. He doesn't have anything. He have the source system and he will give you the requirement that I need this kind of reports. So you need to design this one. Okay, to create that what we call that reports, what kind of tables I need to create out of this business data, what are the different tables I would require, in each table what kind of data I need to store, and how does this pipeline I should create so that data will be periodically, the new data should come and sit in this place. So this entire designing part you need to do. You need to do means the architect, the solution architect will be there, no, that person will do this part. And if you want to go towards the data science kind of role, you need to know some kind of programming language. Without programming language, we cannot become a data scientist. Either it is R programming or Python. Okay, so some programming language we need to become a data scientist, because by using programming languages only we will build any kind of machine learning models. Right, till now clear? Any questions or any comments, whether you are following, or do you want me to change anything in my teaching?
Sir, one query is,
Yes.
sir, the role of business analyst, sir.
Okay. Business analyst also is there. Okay. Business analyst role will come. Let me tell you. So he is the client. Okay. Or customer. Okay. Customer has some requirements. Who is going to build those requirements? Developer, Power BI developer is going to build the reports. Whatever the customer asks, Power BI developer is going to build it. So whatever the requirements he's having, he may, for example, you are working for an insurance company. Okay, he will say, he will ask which insurance is giving me more revenue, and then he will say which insurance have least premiums. Okay, then he will have some business questions like this. Now he may be having car insurance, he may be having life insurance, he may be having health insurance. There will be different insurance will be there for different age groups and all. Okay, so he may have some questions like that which he wants to analyze, he wants to see. Based on this, he is going to make some kind of decision. So you are a Power BI developer, you are from a different background, you are from IT background. Okay, you can understand the data and all, but you cannot understand the business. Okay, you can understand the data, but you don't know what is premium. These technical terms and all you may not know, right? Every time, what is premium, what is insurance, what is payout period, and all those kind of terminology you may not understand each and every time. So there will be a person called business analyst in between. Okay, there will be someone called business analyst in between the client and developer. What this business analyst will have, business analyst will have the subject knowledge. Subject knowledge means what? You are working for an insurance project, this guy will have some domain knowledge. Okay, or else they will train them on domain knowledge. If for example they have taken you as a business analyst, then they need to train you for that role. They will tell you that, okay, these are my subject areas, you need to know about the different insurance my company is having, what different premiums what they need to pay, all those information related to the business they will help you to understand. So once you have the subject knowledge, no, whatever the requirement they are giving, it is easy for you to understand. Okay, so they will explain you the requirement to the business analyst, and business analyst will explain the same requirement to the developer. Okay, if developer is having any questions, he is not understanding the logic, he needs to write a logic which he is not able to understand, he will ask back to the business analyst only, not directly to the client. Okay, he will go and ask the business analyst, I am not understanding this requirement, can you explain me? Okay, this guy will help him to explain. If he has some more questions, what he will do? He will go to the client. He will go to the customer and he will ask him. So this is something which I am not able to understand. Please help me to understand. Okay, so basically business analyst is a subject expert who fills the gap between the client and the developer. He is a bridge between the client and the developer. Okay, so for business analyst, you need to have the subject knowledge, and also you should visualize the things. You should know how the Power BI works. If suppose he gives us some requirement, you need to analyze. As a business analyst, you need to analyze whether that is possible or not. How can you analyze whether it is possible or not? If you have some knowledge on the Power BI side also, then only you can tell him that okay, this is possible, or else you can tell this is not possible. If it is not possible, you need to tell him the reason also, right? Why it is not possible. So to have that kind of discussion with the client, you should have knowledge on data analysis. Okay, even though you may not be doing every time, but still you should have the overall knowledge about the front end team also, developer, what he can do, what he cannot do, those information also you should have the knowledge. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any
Yes, sir.
questions till now? Okay, in this thing, important question could be what is the difference between OLAP and OLTP and OLAP? First of all, for the interview point of view question, what is the full form of OLTP and what is the full form of OLAP? This is online transactional processing data. This is online analytical processing data. What is the difference between these two? OLTP will have the recent information. All the operational data only will be stored in OLTP. OLAP will have all the historical information. OLTP is used for writing the data. Writing the data means what? Whatever the transactions are having, that transaction will be inserted into this one. New data will be inserted into this one. Whereas OLAP is used just for reading purpose, to analyze the report, to analyze the data in report. Okay, here new insertion, nothing will happen. Okay, OLAP is used for reporting. OLTP is used for a kind of data entry purpose. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions here? Everybody clear? Any questions you have, I can explain once again. I do not have any problem.
Sir, basically, who handles the OLTP?
Hmm.
As you mentioned, like it is in the real time, the data has been written in
Right,
OLTP, right, sir?
right.
So, like, is it the data engineer or the data
No,
analyst
no,
or
no. So data engineer also will not have direct access to the OLTP. This is the business data. This nobody will have access other than the customer.
okay,
Okay. This is the customer's data. Whatever data he gives us in the OLTP, based on that only we can do anything. Okay. We are not going to touch this OLTP systems. Okay. How it
correct?
works in IT, basically, there is a customer. For example, there is somebody like take some company, maybe what we will take Medtronic. Okay, there is some company called Medtronic who makes the pacemakers. Okay, or else let's take a known company to everybody like Nestle. Okay, Nestle is having so many products and all, right? So many FMCG products and all they will be having. So Nestle wants to analyze the report. They want to create the report. So they will hire somebody from, for example, TCS. Okay, they will take the developers from TCS. From TCS, they will take the data engineers and they will take the Power BI developers also. Okay, so Nestle is going to pay to TCS. TCS is going to pay to the developers. You are the employee of TCS. Okay, following.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you both people are, one is data engineer, one is Power BI developer. Both are from TCS, but Nestle is taking the resources from TCS. Okay, so Nestle should maintain the OLTP data.
Okay.
Okay, Nestle will not give us direct access to OLTP. This is his business data. This is very
Mm-hmm.
critical for him. So he will not give us to edit anything in the OLTP system. So whatever the data is stored here, that we can take it and put it in another location, which is called staging. So from here onwards, we will have the full access.
Got
Source
it, sir.
systems and all we cannot touch. Okay.
So, sir, basically the data analyst will be the end user part, right, sir, in Power BI?
Yeah, he is the last person who is going to take the data. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
from here, once you build the data, once you build the reports and all, then from here you are going to share with the end user.
Correct.
To build the reports, you need the what we call the cleaned data or all the data at one place. So that is this place. They need to bring the data till here. Data engineer should bring the data to this location from different locations. He need to put it in a staging location. Then he need to clean the data and all, and he needs to make into small tables. That will be your data warehouse. Okay, from here data analyst will take the data and they will create the reports, and then they will be sharing with the end users.
Got it, sir.
Okay, anybody else having any questions? People who are just recently passed out from college, you guys are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
All clear?
Yes, sir. All clear.
Right. So this is the high level architecture of business intelligence. Okay, and after that, let's talk about, see, we are not going to do anything up to here. Okay, we are going to learn this one. Power BI is basically a data analyst. Okay, so we are going to learn this one. I just give you the high level architecture, what happens in the back end. Why? Because when you work in any organization, no, it is a teamwork. It's not like data analyst is separate, data engineer is separate, data scientist separate. Okay, it is a team. You are a team to for the success of any project. No, data scientist may not be there in all the projects. Okay, very rarely, like maybe 20% or 30% of the projects only data scientist will be there. But data engineer and data analyst, these two are mandatory people in any BI project. Without data engineer, you cannot do any kind of reporting. Without data analyst also, nothing will happen. Okay, these two people are compulsory required. Okay, so any once you enter into any project, no, there will be team meetings and all. In the team meetings and all, data engineer will be there, data analyst will be there, team lead will be there, or the project manager will be there, people will be there. So what the data engineer is talking about, you should understand. You may not be working on this part, but at least you should understand what he is talking, what is the flow, how the data is moving to staging layer, how the data is moving to presentation layer, what are the different tables we have created. Okay, so every database will have a server name and database name, right? When he is talking those terminologies and all, as a data analyst we should understand. Even we are not going to work, still we should understand, so that if we understand things, then only you can reply back. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
the high level. That's the reason why I wanted to give a high level. He will say OLTP, he will say OLAP. If you don't understand what is OLTP, what is OLAP, you will be in a confusion state. Okay, what is the data warehouse? What is the source system? What is business data? What is ETL? Okay, these kind of things will come into picture when you have a discussion. At the time, it should not be very new to them. They are not expecting that you should know everything because you are not a data engineer. But the minimum terminologies and all we should understand. Right. So now when we come to the data analyst part, okay, data analyst means we are talking about Power BI now. Let's understand the Power BI architecture now. So business data or data warehouse. Okay, majorly it will be a single database. Okay, because everything we are putting in a presentation layer only, right? So majorly 90%, 95% of the cases, you will have only one database to connect with the Power BI. But there will be situations, where you will have a data warehouse. Okay, for example, your data warehouse is Azure or Snowflake or AWS, anything, it can be anything, right? Let's take only one so that there should not be any confusion. Okay, so all your data is stored in Azure cloud, Microsoft Azure cloud is stored, but there could be situation there where some of the table, okay, one table is there where the data they are storing in a simple Excel file. Okay, a small Excel file they are storing the information which they want to update every day or every quarterly or every month. They want to manually update. Okay, manually they want to update the data. For example, some team related information is there, so the customer wants to manually update this information, so he will keep it in Excel only, Excel or CSV kind of file he will use it, and this file they will store it in somewhere in the SharePoint. Okay, this is possible, generally it happens sometimes. Okay, so all your data is in Azure, but one table is in SharePoint. So there could be situations like there will be 2, 3 different data. This is a different data source and this is a different data source. The Power BI has the ability to connect to more than 70, 80 data sources and bring the data. They have the direct connectors. Power BI has the direct connectors by which it can connect to any of the database, any of the data source. Okay. Following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it has the ability to connect to any of the data sources and bring the data. So what it will do, basically Power BI desktop, there is a tool called Power BI desktop. Yes, just give me 1 minute. I will be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we are going to download a software called Power BI desktop. When you download the software called Power BI desktop, what will happen? Three different modules will get installed in it. Okay, one is called Power Query, and then next one is called Power Pivot, and the third one is called Power View. Okay. So this is one of the very important interview point of view question. Okay, they will ask you what is the architecture of Power BI. They may ask you what are the building blocks of Power BI. They may ask you how the data flows from end to end in Power BI. Question will be different, but the answer remains the same. Okay, following?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Power Query has the ability to connect to multiple data sources and bring the data to Power Query. Power BI, inside Power BI, Power Query is an ETL tool. Okay, inside Power BI, Power Query is an ETL tool. It has the ability to do the transformation. Transformation means what? Like for example, there is a column called full name. Okay. But in the reporting layer, you want to show only the first name. So you need to split the column into two, right? So those kind of transformations we can do it in Power Query. There are much more things are there in Power Query which we can do, we will learn. But basically, finally, what I am trying to tell you is Power Query has the ability to shape the data or to clean the data. If there is something which is not from Azure data warehouse, if the data is coming, it will be already in the cleaned format. Why? Because already all the transformations are happening and then you are bringing it to presentation layer. Data engineer is doing the work and then data analyst is taking. So already he will get the cleaned data. But for example, you are pulling some data from Excel. There is a high chance that this may not be cleaned. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in that situation, you may have to do it by yourself because here data engineer may not be able to help you because this is not a database, right? This is a simple Excel file and all. So you need to pull the data into your Power Query and you need to do the cleaning part. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Power Query helps you to do that part inside Power BI. And then we will move to Power Pivot. What is the main job of Power Pivot? The main purpose of Power Pivot is data modeling. Data modeling means what? You are having multiple tables, right? From Azure, you are getting like customer table, product table, location table, employee table, fact table. All these things you are getting from the from Azure, and also from SharePoint. Also, you are getting some table. There should be a link between all the tables. All the tables should communicate, right? For example, I want to know what is the how much sale has been generated from each customer. So this customer table should be linked with my sales table. Then only I will get the results. So there will be a relationship between each and every table. Okay. So that relationship, creation of those relationship is called data modeling. We will learn this one. That is called data modeling. There is a lot of things are there here which you need to understand. What is the fact table? What is the dimension table? What is the primary key? What is the foreign key? What is the star schema? Okay. What are the different types of cardinalities are there? Okay. So all those things we need to learn. We will learn that step by step. On a high level, I am trying to make you understand what happens in each of the module. Okay. Here we are going to create the data modeling. And also one more thing we will do it here, that is called data enhancement. Okay, data enhancement means what? You have the sales data, for example, yearly sales data you have 2020, you have 100, 2021, you have 120, 2022, you have 90. Now the customer wants to know what is the growth percentage year on year. What is the growth? That data is not available, right? We need to create that one. How do you create the growth percentage? Anybody? Current year sales minus previous year sales
This
divided by previous year sales.
into 100.
Okay, we generally won't do into 100. Instead that we will change it into percentage. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the growth percent. So this was not available in our data. We have this data available, but this data we have created. So to create this one, we are going to do data enhancement. There is a language called DAX. Okay, by using this language, we are going to enhance the data. These kind of calculations we are going to create. So many calculations we are going to create. Just I gave you one example. Okay, to create these kind of information, we are going to use a language called DAX. We are going to write some kind of code here. Okay, so that is called DAX. What is the full form of DAX?
Data.
Data
Data analysis expression.
data analysis expressions. Very good. Okay, so we are going to use a language called data analysis expressions to create this kind of information. And this data analysis expression language will remain same across any Microsoft tools. Okay, any Microsoft reporting tools. Like for example, in Excel also you are using this sum, count, some if condition, those are also called DAX only. If you have previously, before Power BI was came into picture, there was another tool by Microsoft called MSBI. Okay, if you have heard MSBI, in MSBI also we are going to use the same language called DAX. No difference at all. It is 100% the same. Okay, in future also, if Microsoft is releasing any kind of reporting tools, no, the language will remain the same only. So if you learn DAX here, you can use it in multiple places. Right, this is the main work of Power Pivot: data modeling and data enhancement. Once that is done, then we are going to come to Power View and we are going to build our visuals. Okay, what we are going to do? We are going to build the visuals. Okay, so any kind of what we call the pie charts or table charts or anything, whatever we are going to do now, everything we are going to do it in Power View. Once this is done, then we are going to publish this report. Publish this report in Power BI service. Okay, up to here. Okay, up to here, this is called Power BI desktop. Okay, this is called Power BI desktop. Up to here, you do not need any kind of license. You do not need any kind of subscription. You do not need to log in also. You directly need to pull the data and you can build your report up to here. But when you want to share it with the end users, okay, when you want to share it with the end users, you need to publish it in Power BI service, and this requires a license. So for developing the report, you don't need any kind of license, but to publish the report in Power BI service, what will happen? You publish the report. You automate the report. Automate means what? If any new data is coming here in your source system, in your data warehouse, that new data should reflect in your report also, right? You are going to develop a report one time only. But whenever the new transactions are happening, that new transactional data also should appear in your report. You cannot keep on opening the report and do the development every day. Okay, you will do only once and it will work for years and years. So you need to automate the report to get the new data. You need to apply the securities. That means only the authorized persons should be able to see the numbers. Only the authorized person should see the report. Everybody should not be able to view the report. So we need to apply the securities. And then what else? And then you need to share with end users. Okay. So these all things we need to do it in Power BI service. So from here, once you automate all these things, means you apply all these things, right? After that, from here, you are going to share it with the end user. Clear? Any questions here? Any questions here in this slide? Because this is your Power BI. From here, you need to understand everything. Okay, this is okay. This is just a high level and all, but this is now we came to our field. Basically, this here everything you should understand. Any questions here?
So ETL, what is called ETL?
ETL full form is extract, transform, and load. You extract the data from here, you transform the data here, and you load the data into Power Pivot. This one is clear? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
As a clear from my end.
Yes, sir.
As of now, I don't have any doubts.
Right. Right. Now I will just show you a simple report, like what is the importance of this one, what is the importance of this one, and what is the importance of this one. Just I will show one small example, and then we will close for today. Okay. So, tomorrow we will see how to download the software and what data we are going to use. All those things we will see tomorrow. Just today is a high level understanding what is the importance of each one that we will see, and then we will close it. So I will open a blank report.
Sir, could you please share these Excel sheets on WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I will share. Once the class is done, no, I will share it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we are going to do a lot of things. Okay, I am going to use the running notes and all. I will share everything. Okay, right. So, for example, I will take some data. Not this one. Okay, for example, here I have multiple tables. I will select each and every table. If you see here, see, as I told in Excel sheets and all, there could be a situation where you need to do some kind of cleaning. So if you see here, this is a preview of the data. Whatever the table you have selected, now that preview it will show. If you see it here, my column names are not correct. Okay, my column name should be person, region, and user ID. But whereas here it is showing column 1, column 2, and column 3. So I need to do some kind of cleaning here, right?
Sir.
Yes or no? Right? Yes or no?
Sir.
Right. So what we need to do, we need to go to Power Query Editor. So where is the Power Query? So here transform data is there. Now, when you click on transform data, it will take us to Power Query Editor. Okay. What is Power Query Editor's work? ETL. It
Clean
does
and
Uh,
duplicate or
yeah,
something.
so basically it will help us to transform the data. So we have multiple options here to transform the data. We will learn each and everything here. So right now I want to move this first row to my header column, header row. So I have an option called use first row as header. When I click on this one, automatically my first row will become my header row. Okay. Similarly, I will go to other table. Here also same issue is there. So again, I will click on that one. My first row will become my header row. In orders table, it looks everything good. Then I will close and apply. So what will happen? This step is done. Okay, this step is done. Now I am loading the data into Power Pivot. So this is my Power Pivot. Model view is my Power Pivot. If I come here, I will see whether my tables are connected with each other or not. So this is my foreign key and this is my primary key. What is primary, what is foreign, we will learn later on. I will tell you this will take little time. So I have the relationship now. For example, I do not have a relationship. I am deleting this one. For example, I do not have a relationship between people table and order table. Okay. And now my requirement is end user wants to know what is the sale done by each employee. So here in the table view, you can see the data. I will tell you everything later on. I'm going little fast now. So here you have each person. Okay, there are 4 sales person, each belonging to each region, east, west, central, and south. I want to know how much sale has been generated by Anna, how much sale has been generated by Chuck, Kelly, and Cassandra. So that is my requirement is clear or not?
Yes, sir. Have to
So,
calculate the sales amount of each.
yeah, for each person, what is the sales that we need to know? So what I will do in I have taken a column chart. In x-axis, I will put the person name, and in y-axis, I will take the y-axis, y-axis. I will tell again later on. I will tell the sales amount and put it here. Okay. So what I should get each person, what is the sale they are doing, that we should get it. But if you see, observe here, what is happening here? Everybody is showing the same value. Yes or no? Everybody is showing the same value, which is incorrect, right? It cannot be like everybody is doing the same sales. So where is the mistake? Mistake is our tables are not connected. My person is in people table, my sales in order table, and these two are not connected with each other. Data filtration is not happening. That's why data is not getting filtered. It should filter Anna's data and it should show us here. It should show Cassandra data and it should show here. But data filtration itself is not happening. Why it is not happening? Because there is no relationship between the people and orders table. So this is my primary key here. And this is my foreign key here. When I create a relationship between these two tables, what will happen? My filtration will happen. Now my filtration will take place. So once the filtration is happening, then I will get the correct answers.
Got the data, correct data.
Now we are getting the correct data. So that is the importance of data model. You should have the relationship between the fact table and dimension table. If you do not have the relationship, as I showed you, that kind of error will happen. Okay, understood the importance of this one? Data modeling?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
another requirement was like, end user do not want to see the full name. Okay, they want to see only the last name. Only the last name of the person they want to see. But we do not have any column called last name. If I have a last name column, I can use that one, but I do not have a column called last name. So what I will do, I need to create that one. What I will do, I will go back to my Power Query. I will go to my people table and I will split this one. I will come here and say split the column by delimiter. Wherever there is space from left hand side, split that one. So now it became first name. I will rename this as first name and this one as last name. Okay, and then close and update. Now this column is not in place. This will not work now. So this I will remove and we will put the last name because the customer wants to see only the last name. We have created this one now. Use this one. So we will get the last name and then their sales. So this is the importance of Power Query. Whenever we want to do any kind of changes which is not there in our data, the data which we are pulling. Okay, what I am trying to tell you here is in this layer, whatever we want is not available. Okay, that we need to do it in our Power Query. You can even ask the data engineer. You can ask the data engineer that I want two separate columns for the name. One is first name, another one is last name. I want it. He will create it for you. But these kind of small things, it's better to do it from our side only. Why? Because he has created this tables and not only for your project. With the same data, with the same business data, there will be hundreds of reports will be there. Hundreds of projects will be running. Only for your report, he cannot specifically design this warehouse. This warehouse has been designed for multiple purposes. So whenever there is a small change, you cannot go to the data engineer and tell him that change this full name to first name and last name or do this small change and all. It will be difficult because the same in another project, they might be required
Full name. Hello.
two things and then he needs to do. If he creates a first name, last name and full name, so unnecessary he is duplicating the same information. Right. So these kind of smaller changes and all we need to do by ourselves in our Power Query. Following.
Yes, sir. It's following.
And Power View, as we have seen visuals, we have created the visual, right? Any kind of visual, any kind of formatting, a lot of other things are there in Power View also. We will discuss those things. So we will show, basically we are going to show we are going to create the report in Power View. Okay, once everything is done, then we are going to publish. We don't have a service account now. When we go to this level, then I will create it and then we will use it. I will give you for practice also, you can use this one. Okay, this is how things work in Power BI. Any questions? I'm done for today. If you have any questions, please let me know.
the questions, but later on, I think we will learn how to pull the data from Azure.
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Sir, by any chance, the offline classes would happen, sir, in future?
Yeah, offline will happen. If you guys are interested, people are coming, then I will come. Maybe weekly, we can meet once or twice and all. Then whatever you want to ask, you can ask me. How many of you want to come offline?
Sir, as of now, I know, sir, 2, 3 people are there.
Okay.
In future, it will be more.
Yeah, I am okay. I can come to offline also, but it should not be like I am coming, nobody is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if at least 2, 3 members are there, I am ready to come offline also. Maybe we can plan maybe weekly 2 days or one day or whatever is there. We can plan accordingly and we can visit.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I do not have any problem. Whenever you want that I have these questions, which maybe in online it is going to be difficult for me to understand. Can we meet offline and all? Accordingly, we will plan and we will visit. Okay.
Okay, sir. We will
Right.
take it.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Any comments? Any feedback? Anything if you want me? This is the first session, so you also don't know much about me. I also don't know much about you guys and all. So anything you want me to change or anything, if I am fast, slow, whatever it is, please let me know. Accordingly, I can change myself. Language also like ମାନେ ତମେ ଯଦି ମତେ ଚାହୁଁଛ କି ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କଥା ହେବି, I can do that also. It depends ତମ ଇଚ୍ଛା. What you want.
I think like it would be great if you teach us in English. For that, our communication will improve also.
Yeah. That is fine. I can do that as today's entire session we have taken in English only, right? So
If we
that's so
communicate in English, then it will be
And
more. It will be better option, I think. I don't know, like about other people. They can say like that.
yeah. Anybody, for example, you are not able to express it. Some critical thing is there. You are not able to express it in English and all. You want to express it in Odia. That is fine, or Hindi, whatever it is. I am fine. Okay, there is nothing because we are learning now. During learning, first thing should be we should be clear. Whatever we are talking, whatever we are discussing now, that should be clear. Okay, that should be our main point. After that, we can also discuss anything in language thing and all. We can see that later on.
If
Okay,
we
and
have some doubt, if anybody has some doubt, then we can ask in Odia. Like you can
yeah,
explain it later. But I think to improve communication skill, we should uh, like attend the class in English one.
great. We will continue, no problem and all. Just I
Sir,
am giving you
sir,
an option. Yeah, tell
I
me.
have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, sir, most of the cases you explained that the use of Power BI that for the role of data analyst. So, what is the use of SQL?
Yeah, SQL, what will happen, just when we create this report, now I have created this report. Okay, but I'm just connected to Excel and we have created this report. But majority of the time you will be connecting to some database like Azure or else you are connecting to SQL Server or Oracle or any kind of database. You will be most of the time will be connecting. After connecting and creating this report, what these numbers are correct or wrong? How do we validate? We have created some visual, we got some numbers, whether these numbers are correct or wrong, how do we validate? So for that thing, we need to write SQL queries in the database. Okay, for example, the same table is available in database. What I will do, I will write something like this. To validate the numbers, I will write something like this. Select first name, comma, sum of sales from orders table. And here we have two different tables, right? So we need to join that one. So I will say join people table with on
region.
Basically, Power
orders.
BI is joining
Model
two or more
region.
different tables without using SQL, right?
Sorry?
Power BI is joining more than one table without using
Yeah,
SQL.
we don't need SQL here. Inside Power BI, we don't need SQL.
Instead of performing queries, we can use like Power BI things directly, I guess. Like,
Yeah, that's what. In SQL, whatever you are doing by writing SQL queries, no, the same thing we can do it in Power BI also. Sometimes directly drag and drop will work. Sometimes you need to write. Like here, we have written a formula, right?
yeah.
Similarly, we need to write it in DAX. There is a language called DAX, right? By using DAX, we are going to write it.
Okay.
So your SQL is done or how it is?
Yeah, so 90% done. After completing
Only,
Power BI, I think they will start again.
only the TSQL is remaining.
Right. Okay, we will require basic like as a Power BI developer, you need to know the select statements. Okay, how to write all the 6 select statements, like select from, where, group by, having, order by. Okay, all these 6 things you need to know. You need to know how to join multiple tables.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to know how to write the aggregate functions like sum, count, make, max, min, whatever it is. Those things you need to know. Then you need to know what else? The window functions like you need to know the rank, rank x, row number. Okay, these things, these are the minimum things you need to know. After that, there are things like stored procedures, indexes, views, okay, CTs, subqueries, and all that are next level and all. But these are the minimum things you need to know. Why? Because you are just going to validate the numbers. The numbers which you are showing in your Power BI screen, whether those numbers are correct or wrong, you should be in a position to validate yourself. That is called unit testing. Okay, that is called unit testing. Okay, as a developer, you should do your own unit testing. After that, again they will do the testing. Okay, end users also will do the testing from their side whether the numbers are correct or wrong. But before sending it to them, you need to do your own unit testing. In this unit testing also, there will be a data engineer who is going to help you. He will, if suppose we are not able to write the complex SQL queries and all, then this person will help us to write that one. But still, it is recommended that we should do it by ourselves. He may not have that much time. He will say, I am occupied in some other work and all, I need some time and all. So we cannot wait for him all the time. Okay, so we should be in a position to do our own unit testing, and we need to create a document also. Okay, we will write this one in SQL. We will get a result. That screenshot you will take, and this screenshot you will take. You will put one above the other, and below you will write all the numbers are matching. Validation done. If it is not matching, then you will say validation failed. Then you need to check why it got failed. Whether your formula is wrong or data is mismatching, whatever it is, you need to figure it out. So that is the use of SQL as a Power BI developer. Did I answer your question?
Later on, upcoming class also will learn how to pull data from Azure or will pull only from
We
Excel.
will pull from SQL Server, but I will tell you what all things are required to pull it from Azure, what all things are required to pull it from Snowflake and all. I will tell you, but majorly we will be working in our class by connecting it to SQL Server database or Excel.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Once the data comes into Power BI, it doesn't matter. It is coming from SQL or Oracle, from Azure or from Excel, from SharePoint, whatever it is, Power BI, it doesn't matter. Once the data comes inside
Automate
Power
the
BI.
database only.
Yeah. My question was, somebody asked me where we are going to use the SQL. Did I answer your question or you want some more explanation?
No, sir, you answered it correctly and precisely, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir.
That's right. Great.
Sir, the last submission is, ki, sir, try to, sir, it would be better, sir, 8 to 8:15 the start and 9:30 to wind up the session because some of us are in the offices at the very time.
Okay, you can tell to Gauri Shankar sir also once. Okay, accordingly we can plan. Okay,
Sir,
8 to 9:30 you are saying.
सर मतलब 8:05 yes sir, yes sir. मतलब 8:15 to 9:30 or 8 to sir 9:15 9:30 sir, whatever you want sir, whatever the time
Okay,
oh,
right,
sir.
right. Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
no
up to
problem. We'll start
9:30.
from 8 to 9:30 and all we will start. Okay, because in between, no, after initial some sessions, it will be like alternate days, because I have seen in the past, if I do everyday sessions and all, if people are not getting enough time to practice and all. So maybe we will do alternate days, and whenever we are having session, we will go for 1.5 hour.
Noted sir.
Okay, right. Okay, then I think it is getting late for you guys also. So I will close for today. If you don't have any questions, then we will meet tomorrow. Should I close?
Yes sir, thank
Thank
you
you,
sir.
sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir,
Okay.
sir.
for the wonderful
Okay, guys.
session.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. Bye.